so we had to run away. And she told us about coming here to the ruins of Thunder Tree uh, to find out why the village was getting flooded. And we came here, beware plants and zombies. We saw on a sign, started killing plants and zombies. Saw some chests, ignored some chests, killed some guys, undead constructs, and then recruited him to join our cause to kill a green dragon.
That seems like a pretty succinct summary of last week. Alright, grid for this week. Each of these squares is 10 feet. Because the interior of that place is a little bit bigger than it looks from the outside. So, Zippo's back with his drink. Alright. Does anybody wish to do or attempt anything during the evening? You guys have pitched what I assume is passes for a tent in the ruins over here, if I remember correctly.
Mm-hmm.
Vanguard had gone and attempted to repair some of the damage done to him. Well, he did to the wall. They did it to the wall, I suppose. That Jonah was using for a base of operations. So, it's currently evening. A couple of minor wounds between the lot of you, but for the most part you came through the plants and zombies like a hot knife through butter, so you guys didn't really take a whole lot of damage. Is there anything you guys would like to do in the evening? Or shall I flip us over to the next day to get rolling?
No, nothing. Nothing to do really.
Anything Barnaby's wishes to accomplish?
No, he's good.
Barnaby, good. Alright, so, you guys spend an evening in the ruins of the small town of Thunder Tree. A night that is rather miserable, wet, cold, and more than that, a little bit uncomfortable, as you have to keep an eye out of Dragon's Lair, any creatures that might be lurking out in the dark, more of the tree creatures, and of course the person of Jonah, who is none too happy with the fact that you guys have destroyed quite a bit of his property, unprovoked. Who's standing watch for first watch, if
Vanguard
anybody?
will take all watches.
Okay. So Vanguard is just going to stand outside.
Yep, he's going to go in his inactive state, where he can see and hear as normal.
Passive perception's 13 on that bad boy, eh? Alright. So, Barnaby, you and get a relatively good night's rest with the former Vanguard standing watch. His mechanical systems only going into sleep mode but not shutting down, allowing you all to get a good night's rest. Following morning dawns not clear, but with the rain having slacked off slightly. Still drizzling, but not the steady downpour of the day before. In places you can almost see the sun peeking through the clouds, the sky lightening a little bit. What do you gentlemen wish to do?
Have a nice, good morning stretch.
Some morning calisthenics. Alright. Anything else you guys would like to do?
Go and study the entrance to the tower. Look for weak spots.
Okay, so Vanguard's going to go and go check out the tower. What's Git gonna be doing?
Git's gonna make some morning tea first.
Okay, didn't seem like the tea guy, but sure, works for me.
Well, tea.
Alright. Okay, Hippo, what are you looking for?
Look, how sturdy the door looks, if there's any like cracks in the wall, anything that's climbable. Any and all points of entry.
Make 2 checks for me. Make an investigation roll, and make a knowledge architecture roll for me.
Well, the first one was history, yeah?
The first one was perception.
Investigation. That's a whole 5. Do I add anything to the architecture?
Do you have proficiency in it? Then only your intelligence bonus.
19.
19. You don't see much of anything suspicious while investigating the outer exterior of the walls. However, you have a fairly robust knowledge of fortifications. Knowledge granted to you during your construction for the war effort. And you see a number of points in the wall that appear to have been weakened, as if great pythons had been driven into the wall from the inside, causing minute webs and cracks, sometimes quite high up along the tower's outer surface.
I would, when Jonah comes up, I'll just point them out to him. A well-placed explosion could bring the tower down if needed. Jonah.
To who?
Yeah,
Jonah's
when
still
he comes up.
Hovel having. Alright, so you're just gonna wait in the rain for everybody
May as well.
to get there.
It don't
Alrighty.
matter to me.
Barnaby, anything you would like to do?
I'll go check to see if the red wizard is still awake.
Alright. What do you do?
Just walk up to his house and knock on the door.
The door that's missing.
Oh, I thought Vanguard fixed it.
No, you guys fixed the wall on the corner here that he
The door was
that
never
Git
there.
smashed
I don't
down.
think.
There's no door, unfortunately. It's
I'll
just
just
kind
poke
of
my head in there.
You see a wizard in the midst of busy pulling his robe over his head, and he's not wearing any undergarments. And you learn much more about the tattoos of the Red Wizards of Thay than you ever really wanted to know. He's still busy fumbling the robe, trying to get it on. What do you do?
Barnaby's just gonna say, "You ready to go?" Just staring directly at him. Staring
You see him yelp, step backwards, trip on his robes, and then fall flat on his ass, skinny white legs sticking out from the bottom of his robes. Don't you have a knock?
There not be a door.
Then tap on the side of the wall. Good
Last
gods,
time
man.
we did that, it broke the wall.
Fine. Give me 10 minutes. I need to
I-
gather my accoutrements. I'll be there in a moment.
Alright, and Barnaby's just gonna...
You're mumbling, damn dwarves.
Ah.
Property coming into your house.
Just staring's
Watch.
better than what I thought was about to happen. I thought it was going to go in and help or something.
Just stares him down while dressing him. Yeah, that's not creepy or anything. Git, what are you doing?
I just walk up to the tower itself,
Okay.
having
Takes
like
about-
this wooden mug full of this like brackish like liquid.
Mushroom ale. Mushroom tea?
It's not really mushrooms. It is leaves, but it's definitely not tea leaves.
Ah, yes, tea is made from leaves. I'll grab these ones. I thought like maybe just like sticks that were shaped like the letter T. Brew them up real good.
No. It's actual leaves, but the smell isn't pleasant and taste is way worse. But you know, I'm trying to be like all civilized, and I don't understand why they keep
Pinky
drinking
out.
these stuff because they look like tea leaves. Like I don't know what tea leaves actually look like, so I just took like the plant that looked closest to like dried like blackish leaves, and then ground them up, and then made like tea out of it.
Jonah's like, that smells absolutely vile. What is that?
No, no, just made it.
You know, if you want tea, I could probably sell you some proper tea.
Oh no, this is good enough.
Oh. Okay.
What's the expression on Git's face as he drinks the tea?
You guys see the expression on Git's face as he drinks the tea is much of the expression of a man that has just been condemned to the firing squad and is slowly walking up to the wall. You know, teeth set in a almost grimace. thinking about swilling the liquid, but the taste is forcing him to just swallow it down rapidly whenever he does take a sip. Not wanting to put it to his lips any longer than he needs to. So, Jonah turns to you. So, how are we doing this? I assume you have a plan of some kind?
Well, Bunger, you were here scouting. What do you think?
It's definitely a tower.
I can see that.
If you look there, about 20 feet up, there is a crack, indicating structural weakness.
You know, for a war machine, you're not very good at the scouting thing.
The scouting was never my intended purpose.
Hmm.
Do we know if the dragon is in there right now? Vanguard, you were keeping watch last night.
I
Do you have
did
any
not
idea?
see a dragon.
So, alright.
Everyone
we
be
just go
very
in
quiet.
and,
Let's see if we can hear it. We all attempt to hear the dragon.
Sure, everybody make perception checks with disadvantage from me. While you stand out in the rain and attempt to listen to see if you can hear a dragon. It's pretty good.
7. Wow, that's
Well-
a good slurp.
7, 12, what have we got from Git?
Mine's 15.
15?
No, actually, no, that's 17.
Oh, wow.
No, 6. No,
16.
I can't count because I got a 10 and a 16, but my brain isn't like active, so I got like 21.
Okay. Wow, that's pretty impressive. You hear the sound very faintly of what sounds like a stone dislodged from the side of the tower that falls to the interior with a rattling sound.
Well, I only heard some stone falling.
That may indicate something is in there at least.
Or it's
Right.
an old tower.
Or it's an old tower, yes.
Well, let's go do some recon.
So wait, we're just gonna walk in there and go, "Hey, Mr. Dragon," and then fight him?
Oh,
Is
no,
that-
Have a
plan.
better plan?
of course not. We're just gonna be sneaky first.
Okay, well, what do you know about dragons? Because to be honest with you, I've kind of been elbow deep in undead the last few years.
I know they can kill spiders the size of caravans.
Spiders the size of a caravan. What the fuck's that? It's a huge spider.
Okay, so let's pool our knowledge before we go inside and die like idiots, because this plan is sounding like a
It
terrible
was
plan.
your
to me.
plan, I think.
You killed all my minions. They were expendable. I'm not.
Just think of the minion you can make out of a dragon.
Okay, so you're all idiots.
That's unfair.
Who needs? Is it though?
I'll have you know I was programmed with
Alright,
above
so-
average intelligence.
Okay, you're machines. I'm assuming you're relatively resistant to poison, right?
Yes.
Okay. You orc. How do you do with poison?
Let me
I'm not that kind of orc.
check, because I'm not... Because I think I'm not that kind of orc. I don't think I have any kind of poison resistance.
Okay, I have a protective charm that'll protect us from poison to an extent. Won't make us immune, but will protect us for at least a few minutes. So if we're gonna burst in axe swinging, cast it now.
We're,
Otherwise, if we're going to sneak around first, we should probably wait because it
we're
doesn't
not the
last very long.
sneakiest group.
No shit.
Wait. Why we need poison again? Are we fighting a dragon?
It's a green
So
dragon.
it breathes green fire.
Sure, I have a green fire charm.
What could go wrong?
So what if you already have resistance to poison? Is it like double or?
No.
Okay.
You can only have resistance once. Lady, what's your hit points?
Total?
Yeah, I forgot to
31.
update yours. How much?
31.
Oof.
Jeez, it's low.
Oof, I say.
Oof, I say.
6?
What level are we?
No,
Still
that's the other
4?
campaign.
Yeah, there we're 6. 4. All right. Yeah, that's the
Oh,
points I have.
41.
Well, I just used the default it gave me. I didn't care about exit rolling.
Okay. Okay, well, that's better than the 19 I still had written down from last time I updated the sheet, so... That's good. Okay. So, are we just gonna bust the door down? Should I cast it now, or... What are we doing?
Well, there's 3 meatheads in view, so let's
Yeah,
go.
I'll be in the back. No offense, but you're the guys that are gonna get gnawed on by the dragon.
Yeah, well, yeah. So, I mean, like, no. Sneaky may not be your best bet.
I weigh half a
Alright.
ton. I am incapable of sneak.
I weigh like
Okay, hold on then.
half that.
Okay, so I'm gonna cast this, and then we're gonna kick the door down, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay,
Aye.
and then how are we gonna keep this thing on the ground since they
I'll-
can fly?
Hit it.
Oh god, we're gonna
If
die.
it
Do you know any?
Take note of
spells?
the cracks in the wall. They appear to be formed from the inside. If possible, blow it up. Collapse wall on dragon. Yes, spellman?
I don't really have that kind of magic.
Good. That's the plan. Collapse wall.
Okay, sure, whatever. Fuck it. He stops, closes his eyes, and you guys actually see a third eye that looks kind of veiny, with a bright pupil that's blue and slit like a cat's vertically, open up in his forehead. He starts muttering under his breath, and then he touches you, Liddy. And for about half a second, you see a shimmering green barrier appear around you, and then disappear. Does the same to himself, repeating the incantation, then looks at you, Vanguard and Barnaby. So, you guys good with the poison, or?
Very much so.
I mean, it wouldn't hurt, I guess, to put the barrier on me too.
I can, it's just one less offensive spell I'd be able
Aren't
to use
dwarves
against dragons.
naturally hardy against that poison? Then I do not feel like you would benefit from the effects of this man's spell.
Or are we just gonna shrug?
I mean, if you want me to, I will. I'm just saying,
Nah,
Every-
I'd be okay.
base of arcane power I use as our protection is one less I can use on offense. And I get the feeling we're probably going to need all the help we could get.
Nah,
Alright,
keep
well,
it.
let's get going. This charm only lasts a few minutes.
Enough
so-
talk, let's do this. Vanguard Jenkins, and I smash the door in.
Okay, make a strength check
God,
to try
rolls.
and burst the door.
What kind of door is it
A
anyway?
strength
Is this
check,
just a normal
you say?
wooden door?
Yeah, boy. It is a
15.
Yes. 15. Alrighty. You do bust down the door, much like the Kool-Aid Man. The door itself, being built from good solid hardwood that has spent way too many years out unattended in the weather with the top part of the tower broken in, letting the weather in, as well as the presence of a acid poison breathing dragon creature that, is pretty hard on the furniture and so on. And inside, you see an antechamber that must have once been part of the living area attached to this tower. A room about 20 foot by 20 foot square. Another door in the other side, opposite the one you just came in, that is still fastened with a latch on the inside, wooden. Inside, you can see various bits and pieces of furniture that have been broken apart. You see old moldering cushions that look like somebody taken a knife to them. The spongy feather interior littered all over the ground. And also puddles of greenish black liquid that appears to have eaten into the stone floor. On the right side, you see another door. This one closed. Hanging slightly askew, not latched or locked.
Form up behind me. I will rush the door.
Yep. Staying
So
behind.
So you go inside
Yes.
here and then
Yes, straight
run
through.
there. Okay, you get to about there before you hear a... Jonah's gonna stay in the back because fuck all this noise. You get about there before you hear a low rumbling voice come out of the tower ahead of you. Adventurers, I know you're out there, talking to that mage, I presume.
Can I...
I can smell your foul odor. I know that the mage wants me to leave, coveting my treasure. Undoubtedly, I'm sure you do too. So if it's a battle you want, I will provide it. But I hope to parley. And if you value your lives, you should hear me out. I come carrying, as the human custom goes, the white banner of peace. Step into my lair and no harm shall come to you.
He seems awfully well spoken and trustworthy. But no, I didn't hear that rat because I can't talk to animals. He seems awfully well spoken and trustworthy.
We should ask him about the storm.
I am right here.
Do you know what's causing this downpour?
Why don't you come inside and we shall have a chat?
I think he's bullshitting and he just wants to murder us the moment we come
Can
through
I
that door.
insight check his voice?
You can always open the door if you like. But you
think
can attempt to just do the voice, but it'll be with disadvantage.
I
since you
open the
can't
door
see
very
anyone or
briefly,
his face.
peer in, and then close the door again.
You look at him and he's like, well, that's rather...
Is it definitely a dragon?
It appears to be an Arcana check. Make one for me, please. Anybody who saw the little dragon when you yanked the door open and closed it for a moment.
11.
Not good enough. Anybody else wish to attempt to identify?
5.
Phew, that's a good one. Let's see, what is Jones?
14.
13. Wow. Okay, you actually know more than Jonah does. judging from the tales you've heard in taverns, listening in on stories told across the street and at the guard barracks and that kind of thing, he looks like a relatively young dragon as far as their species goes. He doesn't look like the natural disasters, the great behemoth destroy entire cities that you've heard tell of. The fact that he's still in this rundown tower, and he's quite small comparative to you guys, only about 15 feet long, means he's pretty young for his species.
I opened the door, but I was looking at the ceiling. I didn't see what was in there.
It'd be a dragon. He seems very young, though.
The truth is that this is a fight more evenly matched than I prefer. I will destroy you, but I will be forced to lick my wounds, and in that time be a prime target for my half-sister's inevitable attack. I may be inclined to be evil by your own standards, but I am not stupid. I would much prefer fights I can overwhelmingly win. Besides, I'm quite full right. Another party tried to kill me recently, you see. They didn't take to negotiate. Thought I was a liar. What, the mage didn't tell you about them?
Joda, is this true?
No.
Oh, okay then.
Oh, great.
I'm very trusting.
Insight check.
Are you though? Sure, go ahead, Barnaby.
12.
Shit. Yeah, he doesn't seem on the level.
I don't know. Jonah doesn't seem on the level, guys.
Hold on, let me go back and reevaluate. Another
What are you
insight
doing?
check. 9.
I mean, he seems like an asshole, but he seems to be telling the truth to you.
He seems very trustful.
I mean, did I maybe kill a bunch of people and turn them into zombies? Sure. Do I work with the dragon? No.
What? Why were you with the dragon?
That's what he said.
I don't remember that.
I also don't recall him saying that.
I mean, shit.
Inside check.
We should totally go fight the dragon.
Inside check?
Sure.
Oh wow, that's amazing. Let me see what my insight is.
Wow.
13.
Yeah, he rolled a 1. He's definitely lying about something.
I
on.
just walk to Jonah and I pick him up by the collar and like, what's going on? Or I'll fucking throw you in there with it.
Look, you should let me go. Mostly because there's a dragon and we shouldn't fight each other. We should fight the dragon, right?
But if you're here, that would make us, trap us in there,
I swear, I pinky swear that I'm not going to trap you with any dragons. He holds up one pinky, like with his right hand.
Oh, I'm gonna enjoy check that. Oh wow, 18 plus 5.
He appears to be completely sincere.
He's sincere about the fact that he doesn't.
He's not going to lock you in with the dragon. No, trap you with the dragon.
Yeah, but are you going to backstab us? You know,
I mean, like right now, or
after
in
we start
general?
fighting the dragon.
No. I'd probably wait until the dragon's dead. I mean, no, of course not. That's terrible. Who would do such a thing?
Jonah,
Hey,
stop
hey,
incriminating
Vanguard.
yourself.
Vanguard.
I'm so bad at this.
Hey, Vanguard.
Hello.
Might you do me a favor? Open
I
the door.
opened the door.
I
Which door?
throw Jonah in through the door with the dragon.
Wow, make a strength check.
Okay.
Oh my god. Poor Jonah. There
Oh,
goes
wow,
your
that's
primary
not very good.
spellcaster for the fight. What's up?
That's not very good. That is a total of. Is it just athletics or pure strength?
Fuck it, let's make it athletics, why not?
All
You
right.
can athletically throw him in there. It's like a new world sport, where instead of like
That
fucking
is a-
badminton, you just throw wizards at things.
That's a total of 13.
Yeah, you chuck him a good couple of feet into the room beyond, and he actually goes skidding inside. I mean, you guys still can't see the dragon though. Anymore. Let me rephrase that. You can't see the dragon anymore. And you guys hear a piece of masonry fall from the walls.
We still need to find out if the dragon is causing this rain.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Hear
about
the
that.
dragon. Let us put aside our weapons. To be welcomed into the lair of a dragon is a trust and an honor that no dragon dare go against. I am issuing the draconic guest right. Much like your own human guest rights are a bastardization of ours. May Tiamat strike those that defy this right down.
Well, okay. I have no reason to distrust the giant lizard.
Well, okay, I guess.
What is Vanguard
Going
and Barnaby
in.
doing?
Yep.
Barnaby also going in?
Yep.
Okay, Wizard's kind of just like...
I shut the door behind us.
Shit. You see, like, Jonah, like, back up against the door, is like, looks back, is like, oh. So... Come closer. I can
No.
sense more of my sister's spies around. I feel I must whisper now. You see the dragon sinuously climb down the wall, the floor with you guys.
Well, we got to sit here by a thingamajiggy. Told us that the storms are coming from, or the cause of the storm somewhere around here. So causing a storm or something.
Make a perception check for me, lady.
Perception check. That wasn't the roll. It was a fucking roll. That is a total of 16.
You see in the one corner, near the fallen remains of the stairway, there's a pile of what can only be called treasure. Stacks of silver pieces, gold pieces, what appear to be goblets set with some kind of precious gem, scrolls inside bone cases, as well as several pieces of weapon and armor forming a large pile. And even while you're talking to the dragon, you see its eyes constantly dart towards the pile as if to reassure itself that its treasure is still safe. Amongst this pile of goodies, you see what appears to be a stone about the size of a man's head. And on it you can see continents represented and drawn on it cunningly. And a fine tracery of gold wires. And all across the surface you can see miniature clouds drifting across it.
Let's see if my character would realize that this might have to do something to do with this, any of this. Make an Arcana check. Oh wow, my character's isn't completely. 14. I realize what
I mean, it
things
definitely looks magical. Probably something to do with what's going on.
Oh, well, so kind of waiting for the dragon to answer.
So what did you ask him? Sorry.
I asked him, does he know anything about this? You know,
Storm.
what the hell did I? Yeah, I was asking him about. I told him that we came here because something here is the source of the storm, and does he know anything about that?
Oh, I wouldn't know anything about that. Of course, this tower did belong to one of your kind who played with these little magics. Perhaps I do not know. You all look the same to me. Hairless monkeys, each of you. It may be that some of his belongings or possessions may have been the cause of this water. I do not. Come a little closer. You see, I need a favor.
Why would you become closer?
So that I can whisper so the spies don't overhear us.
What spy?
My sister's spies.
Your sister.
She's my half-sibling. Verslexia. Those spiders outside were once her spies. If you'd slay her, I'd gladly leave this place at once with all my treasure. No problem at all. I will rid myself of this place and vow never to return.
Oh, I don't know. Because I always don't give a shit about you being here. Whole thing I care about getting that storm so I can get paid.
Well, I'm not going to allow you to just root through my belongings.
Oh, I don't
Besides,
even. You do have a thingamajig in them, I'll be doing that? Because I mean,
Oh,
you never
there
really
are.
answered.
many items of magical power amongst my modest hoard. Besides, we have an arrangement, me and he. And he points at the mage. He helps keep my sister's influence at bay. He saves me time from going out and hunting for treasure and food. He sends groups like you to me, deal in hopes. I either get treasure or an attempt at a new lair. Points at the mage. He can't defeat me, so he gets the stupid ones killed and the smart ones to help me leave his domain. Didn't tell you
I
that,
think
did
that
he?
means we're smart.
Oh, so, guys, what are we gonna do? Any plans?
Vanguard, can you hear him standing all the way over here?
I'm not doing like an actual whisper. I'm doing a stage whisper. It's like an attempt at being silent, but you know, it's kind of obvious that it's not really. It's more like an asking him not to, no, not to engage in the conversation.
I stage whisper back. I don't know, I was set on smashing.
Oh, should we just smash?
You hear
I
the
mean-
dragon say, I do think we should smash. And then he's going to make you roll for initiative when he blasts you with his acid.
Oh no, he's done
Oh,
something
no.
before we could act. I say as the acid washes over me. 11!
Let's
Oh,
roll
19.
for initiative.
that is a total of 10.
I'll
Grab
sit
your
just
initiative
above the
trackers,
middle
boys.
for 11.
Damn it, hit it, you stupid tracker. You don't want to hit. I probably need another one, don't I, for the mage? We could have another. Come here, tracker. Okay. Puts Mr. Dragon at 17. What did you roll, Barnaby?
19.
Oof. Look at that. Look at that.
Take that,
What an
dragon.
absolute unit. What did Vanguard
11.
roll? Git?
10.
Okay. Barnaby. You see, as the dragon says this, it rears back and prepares to unleash some kind of attack. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna enter a rage.
Okay, Barnaby gets mad.
Get real mad. And then, three him back, right? I'm just gonna, attack its side. Go around the side so I'm out of the way of the breath. And maybe attempt to stop him. With a
So
smash?
run that by me again. You want to run up to him and trying to do what exactly?
Just hit him with my axe on, like, the side of him. So that I'm not in, like, his line of breath.
Okay. So let me just. Okay, so Barnaby's basically gonna run up to the side of him here, and is gonna try and just hew at the side of his neck to try and stop him from doing what he's doing. Right?
Yep, and he's gonna do it recklessly.
Okay, go for it.
$22.
22. That's a fucking hit. Holy shit, that's the luckiest dwarf alive. Go for it. Roll them damages.
12.
12 points of damage. That is a good start to the fight. Alrighty. So I was quickly grabbing something here before I forget, because I've got about a million things to keep track of for this bloody bastard. Okay, sorry, there we go. Okay, so Barnaby rushes up to the dragon as it inhales and gets ready to unleash what you can only assume is a breath attack, and slams the axe into the side of the neck of the creature. However, its diamond-hard scales neatly deflect the blade, and what would have been a killing blow against any other creature actually skitters off and causes no more than a shallow cut in the side of the beast. Dragon turns to you and roars, and with a flap of its wing, buffets at you, trying to knock you to the ground. I would like Barnaby and Git, both of you, to make dexterity saving throws, please, to see if you can get knocked prone by the blast of air it flings out from its wing.
11.
Do I have advantage because of danger sense?
Danger
It is a
sense against?
dex
What does it
save.
say?
Let me check.
What does it say, lad?
You have advantage on dex saving throws against effects that you can see while not blinded, deafened, or incapacitated.
Then yes, you will have advantage. Demba Barons.
15.
15. Okay, Git. You are just blasted off of your feet by grit and dust, and there's just sheer displaced volume of air as it flicks its wings out, and you are prone. Barnaby, you actually stumble backwards, but manage to set yourself. Your shorter stature and lower center of gravity actually working in your favor, keeping your footing against the creature. It thrusts itself up and leaps to the side of the tower, good 20 feet above the ground, landing and pushing its claws into the stone itself, anchoring it. Vanguard, you can now see the source of the cracks in the exterior of the tower. It's most likely the claws having been dug into the side as the creature climbs in and out of it. I should actually make this a little bit bigger. There we go. It looks down at you, and then opens its maw wide, and you guys see a spiraling gather energy appear in his throat and then blast out in a cloud of viscous, semi-solid liquid and engulf Git and Jonah. I would like both of you to make Constitution saving throws, please. Oh, I should probably roll for Jonah, shouldn't I? Probably a good idea.
Saving throw.
And you have advantage against poison because of the mage's charm, and you also have resistance to poison.
Oh wow. That is a total of 13. Not really rolling well. With that
13.
advantage. 13.
That is a fail.
Wow.
Jonah passes. Alrighty, let me just grab my 12 quickly.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
3, 4, 5, 6, and I can just copy and paste this a couple of times. Okay, that would have been 37 points of damage, but the poison resistance from the ward cuts that in half. So you take, what's that, 18 points of damage?
What is that? Yeah, I don't know. I can't hit math.
Yeah, looks like 18 to me.
Alright.
Alright, you take 18 points of poison damage as the cloud just wafts over you and actually starts eating into the floor. The door behind you is just completely disintegrated, leaving nothing but the metal latch and the shit, what do you call the things that actually hold the door? The hinges. Fucking English. That hold the hinges are the only thing that remains. The hinges and the latch on the door are the only two things that actually remain. Both of them burnt and blackened as they've been dipped inside acid, which they effectively have been. Okay, that puts us at Jonah. Jonah just basically shit his pants because he nearly got fucking wrecked by dragon breath. He is going to attempt a spell. You guys see him suddenly take one hand and the other, cross his arms in front of him, and then yank his fist in opposite direction like he's trying to tighten a rope of some kind. And, let's see, the dragon, make a willpower saving. 5. You guys see the dragon suddenly get yanked from the wall, his wings tucked in close to his body, and him slammed down onto the ground, as if he's pulled down by a magnet. And you see just barely visible shimmering bands of force actually locked around him, keeping him on the ground. And Jonah goes, "Hurry up! I don't know how long this will hold him for!" Okay. Next up, we got Vanguard. What would you like?
Is the dragon's mouth open currently?
It is currently opening and
How
closing.
big would you say its mouth is?
What would you like? I would say its mouth is large enough to comfortably be able to shove your entire arm up to the elbow.
Just
into.
the arm.
Depending, what do you want to do?
Dive headfirst into it?
It's not
I wish to
quite that
completely
large.
choke it with my body. It may not be large enough, but I'll sure as hell make it.
Sure, I tell you what. Make a attack. If you hit, make a opposed grapple check. And if you succeed, you can force yourself a ways into
Do I
its
add
maw.
my normal strengthy attack to...
Yeah, it's a normal attack roll. See whether you can
Oof.
actually connect.
Oof, I say.
Oh, I almost forgot to say, Dylan, you've got a dice you can use to get inspiration whenever you want during this game. So you can roll with advantage.
Oh, okay.
So just keep track of that one of
My
those.
attack has not
Right, Hippo,
worked,
what did you roll?
because I rolled a 9. But I would like...
Alright. So you run
I
up
would
to
like to then attempt to try it
Yeah.
again, using action search.
action, sir. Alright, your first attempt, you try and just ram your fist up into its mouth, but it actually sees you coming and snaps its teeth shut and yanks its head away from you. Thinking that you're trying to attempt a blow to its face. Second attack, go!
14.
You slam your fist up into the creature's mouth, trying to grab purchase just so you can pull yourself up off the ground. At least get a leg or something in. But unfortunately, creature is too powerful and its scale's too strong, and you do not manage to find any purchase on it. Is there anything else you would like to do, Vank?
No, that'll do for now.
That'll do for now. Right. So, next up we got Git. Git, you're currently on the ground and soaked in acid, but still alive. What would you like to do?
I would like to get up and yeah, it's fine. I'll do that for now. I would like to cast Guiding Bolt, and I will cast it by basically just taking the hammer, doing a baseball swing basically, and while the swing happens, a small bead of light will grow into the end, and then get launched at it.
All right. What is the save for that?
I don't think Guiding Bolt has a.
Oh, it's an attack roll, isn't it?
Yeah, it's an attack roll.
A spell attack.
Yes, it's a spell
Alright.
attack, I think.
Roll to see if you can hit this bad boy.
I rolled. Oh my god, I cannot roll over a fucking 11 today.
You should have a pretty decent spell attack.
How much is that roll? Yeah, hit / DC is +5, so a 13.
Okay, that's unfortunately not enough, as you just miss it and it slams against the wall with a burst of light, lighting up a patch of rock for a moment before dissipating.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, I think that's me. I don't think I even have any bonus actions.
Alright.
Yeah.
So, that brings us to the top of the round, which is going to be Barnaby. What would you like to do, Barnaby? The dragon is currently on the ground, still moving about, but it looks like some kind of force is actually anchoring it to the floor. An invisible force is just keeping it there so it can't take wing.
I'm gonna try to bring my great axe down on it again.
You're
Recklessly.
gonna try and chop the neck out for like a tree, basically.
Yep, just keep hitting.
Go for it.
21.
21, that is a hit. Roll them crazy damages, Mr. Dwarf.
9.
9 points of damage. Again, you slash at it with your axe, but this thing is made of something that is just unreal in how tough it is. It is just absolutely fucking crazy. You can hardly get a slice properly through it. It's like it's covered in plate mail. All right. That being Barnaby's turn, Dragon. Seeing as you are the only one who's actually managed to wound it repeatedly so far, Barnaby, it turns to you. Tries to once more flick its wings out to try and knock you down, but those invisible bands of force keep it locked in place. You see it rear up on its hind legs, bring down 2 of its claws, attempting to slash down at you, and tear away this hairless ape that has had the gall to attack it. Your AC.
13.
13, okay. One of the 2 claw attacks connects, and you take a mighty. Holy shit, is that how many damage dice this thing has? It's going to be. Oh, well, I suppose it doesn't matter when you roll that shitty. You take a mighty 10 points of damage.
And is
as
that
the claw
cut in half?
slam. Yes.
Sorry.
Because you have your rage going, don't you?
Yes.
So that's reduced down to 5. Then, with one claw still slammed into you, it's going to try and heave you up off the ground and take a bite out of you with it. Let's see if we can get a nice bite. So our claw attacks have been pretty pathetic. 22.
That's a hit.
That a hit. Alrighty. He's going to take a big old chunk from your shoulder, trying to see if he can incapacitate your stabbing arm that has been giving him so much grief. I would like for you to make a Constitution saving throw for me against poison. So you would have advantage.
$20. Not natural.
Not natural. Okay. You take... I suppose you're barbarian, so it doesn't really matter because all your stuff is halved. You would have taken 12 points of damage, but that's half down to 6. Half damage from physical and half damage from poison.
All right.
Okay, that is the dragon's turn. Actually, it's going to... No, it's not going to do that just yet. Okay, Jonah's turn. He's just going to spend his action keeping the spell in place. Can he do anything with his bonus action? No, he can't do anything with his bonus action. Okay, so yeah, he's just going to stay in the back and he's going to carry on keeping the dragon on the ground so you guys can stab it with your sharp, pointy objects. Right, next. We got Vanguard. You've attempted to action surge and climb inside of the dragon's mouth.
Seeing that's failed, I'm just going to attempt to hammer its head.
Alright. Gonna try and knock out some teeth.
And brain.
That works, I guess.
18.
18, that is just enough to hit. And for future reference, that is the armor class of the dragon.
I'm
You guys
also
need to be
going to
able
make
beat.
this a precision attack. So, where are my d8s? I'm going to add a d8 for it.
My d8.
Wee, damage. That's okay, because I can re-roll these. Better. So that is 21 points of damage.
21 points of damage. That is a lot of damage. Where the axe strikes seem to have been deflected by the almost mail-like scales this creature possesses, the hammer in contrast slams into the head casing, and you guys actually see a couple of the draconic teeth just go flying out, still trailing strings of saliva and acid splattering into the wall and floor. The creature roars in pain and anger at the sheer audacity somebody had to strike its face. Anything else you'd like to do with that?
No.
Okay.
Warn Jonah to take cover from the acid spray.
Jonah's like,
But
yep,
not leave
right.
the room.
In a moment. I need line of sight to be able to maintain the spell. And you guys actually see the dragon's head snap at him as he says
You are
that.
not the brightest, Jonah.
Good job, Vanguard. Git! Your turn. What would you like to do?
Okay, I'm just gonna get close to him, and wait, is this casting time for? Huh? I didn't realize the casting time for spiritual weapon was a bonus action.
Yep. It's a bonus action, and then you can use your bonus action every turn to attack with it while still attacking with your main hand or
Okay.
casting. It's concentration though, so if you get blapped, you might lose concentration on it.
Yeah. But if I get blacked, I'm gonna get down anyway. Yeah, I'll cast spiritual pawn.
Okay.
Okay, you
You
can
guys see
make
a
a lay spell attack.
Form of a massive hammer appear, floating in the air, barbed and mean as hell looking. Okay,
Oh,
make
make
a
it-
spell attack.
Okay, yeah, I can make a spell attack with it immediately. No, that's a nope. That's
Is
a
that
nope
a
from that.
nope?
That's
Next,
I
our
rolled a
captain.
3.
Okay.
So I'm just
Alright.
gonna.
And if your action, what would you like to do?
I would like. Yeah, I'm just gonna hit it with my own hammer and roll a 3.
Halt! Hammerzeit! Okay. So you swing at it again, and unfortunately the diamond hard scales. The blow that seems so easy to make by Vanguard just rebounds off of it, and you actually feel the reverberation from the strike vibrating up from the handle into your arms, causing your elbows and joints to ache. Alright. Anything else, Git?
No, that's me.
Barnaby, your turn. Dragon is
Seeing
currently incensed and has taken some meat off your body. What would you like to do?
Seeing that Vanguard was able to like smash his face, and it leaves, I'm gonna attack his face. Where
Alright, you...
try to aim in where he hit.
Okay, you're gonna try and work the same vulnerable spot that Vanguard managed with his blunt weapon. Go for it.
I'm gonna do it recklessly.
Mm-hmm. Ah, shit, the dragon had advantage on that attack against you. Fuck!
Ah shit. I miss.
Alright.
14.
14, just not enough. Again, Slamming the axe down, the creature bats it away with one claw negligently. The weapon actually striking sparks off of the scales around its claw. Alright. Anything else Barnaby would like to do?
No, that's it.
Okay. The dragon is going to... rear back on its hind legs. Bark a word in Draconic. Does anybody here speak Draconic?
No.
Nope.
No. And vanish. And you guys suddenly feel the wind of its passage as it completely vanishes from the room, becoming invisible. And make perception checks for me.
Six.
9.
It's a... The 24.
24. Okay, you're the only one who really keeps track of it as it suddenly disappears and you hear it scrabble and run and bound over to the right side of the room somewhere, Letty. Can't see it, but you know it's gone somewhere directly to your right.
Okay.
And that's gonna be its turn. Jonah, eyes wide-eyed and staring around, is going to try and back away from you guys. Back away from the door. Putting his back close to you to the wall. Git. In the hopes that if something comes, it might eat you first. Okay. Vanguard, your turn. What would you like to do?
So it's still invisible, yeah? Can't see shit.
It's currently invisible.
Yeah, I'm
that's
just
correct.
gonna move into the center of the room and hold my action until it becomes visible. Or at least I can guess where it is.
Alright. You're holding your action. Barnaby, anything... Barnaby. Git, anything you're doing?
It went somewhere to my right.
Yep, went over here somewhere. So somewhere in this 30-40 foot area, there's a dragon.
Somewhere over there. Well, this is probably a silly idea. Wait, was spiritual weapon at second level? Okay, yeah, it was. Sorry, I was just keeping a track of how many spells I've been using.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna use this for this. Oh, fuck it. It might be worth it. I wanna move from here, since I know it's somewhere over here. And trying not to aim for Vanguard, I want to cast... I hope this works. I have no idea what will happen. Gust of Wind. And so, a line of strong wind, 60 feet long and 10 feet wide, blasts from any direction you choose for the spell's duration. Each creature that starts its turn in the line must succeed in strength saving throw or be pushed 15 feet away from you in a direction following that line. So I'm just trying to, like, smack it against a wall, basically.
Alright. You might have some unexpected effects from this spell. Is there any saves attached to that or anything like that?
It's a strength saving throw or be pushed 15 feet away.
DC?
DC's mine, so it's 13.
13. Let me roll some... and strength, eh?
Mm-hmm.
Oof. That'd be a 19. You
Of
hear
course.
sharp cracks as the flagstones underfoot in front of you shatter as invisible talons dig into them, holding it in place against the sudden blast of wind that you conjure. However, you stir up the debris, dust, and puddles of acid with this blast of wind, actually coating the creature, rendering its invisibility spell useless. You see revealed before you the form of the dragon, atop the stairs, the crumbled stairs leading to the top of the tower, looking down at you in its snarl. Anything else you'd like to do?
Yeah, I would like to bring my a hammer that I cast, because according to this, it's not a concentration spell. And
Okay.
use a bonus attack to attack it. I mean, that's it
Roll
just
attack
doesn't
for
have
me.
the concentration tag on it. Really?
How much did you roll?
It's fucking not enough. It's 14.
14. Once more, hammer slams into the beast, but does not appear to do much damage. Alright. Anything else? Bonus action, move?
No.
Can I
Barnaby.
have my turn now that it's visible?
You may.
I-
What would you like to do?
I just want to
What
run
would you
and
like to do?
run and attack it.
Okay, so you run up the back of the stairs towards the creature's tail. What would you like
What
to
size would this creature be classed as? Oh, good. Okay, I'm gonna hit him with my hammer.
Okay.
Yes. $20.
20 is a hit.
Okay, and it's gonna be
What are you attempting to do?
it's
to
gonna
the poor
be
beastie?
a trip attack as well. So let me get
Okay.
my dicey. My dicey over there. Oh god, where's it gone? Goddamn character sheet. So it's gonna need to make a DC 15 strength saving throw or be knocked prone.
Nine plus, what is its strength? Plus 4, so 13.
So it's gonna be
fails.
knocked prone and it's gonna take 16 points of damage.
Jesus. You run up behind the creature where it's getting ready to rear up and leap down at Git, and you just slam the hammer into the ankle, and you guys actually hear something snap with the sound of a tree branch cracking. And it staggers backwards and falls to the ground, roaring in anger.
No,
Anything
that's
else
me.
you'd like to do? That's you. Goddamn trip attacks. Okay. Barnaby, what are you doing?
Yes. I'm gonna attack it while it's down.
Okay, so you two run up behind the creature now while it's prone on the ground, so that's going to give you advantage on your attacks.
All right, non-recklessly attack it.
Alright, go for it.
$23.
23, that's enough to hit. Roll them damages for me.
Ooh. 17.
Fuck. Keying off of what Vanguard does, you also chop at the wounded limb, and you end up nearly severing 3 of the talons from its right leg, as it's still clawing at the air trying to right itself from the unexpected tumble it's taken as Vanguard has smashed one of its limbs in. Anything else you'd like to do?
That's all.
Okay, Dragon's turn. It's going to roar, gesture with a claw at Jonah, and you see 3 darts of glowing magical energy slam in. Where are my d4s? Dealing 11 points of damage to Jonah. He has to make a concentration check to see if it can keep Earthbind running. 4. Okay, you see the mage crumple and stagger backwards as the magic slams into him. And suddenly you guys see the shimmering bands of force on the dragon disappear. It stretches its wings wide and leaps up beyond your reach, up against the tower. Starts flapping its wings up, 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 hanging about 35 foot above you. The interior stirred up into a maelstrom of swirling dust and grit, and splashes of acid just swirling around as its wings are just beating at you guys, causing you to have to squint against the force of the wind and the magic getting chucked at you. Then it inhales deeply and breathes out, and you guys see a mass of gas, green, yellow, sickly sweet, smelling of bleach and chlorine, come hurling down at you, Vanguard and Barnaby. I would like both of you to make constitution checks.
21.
11.
That's a fail. Okay, let's roll some dices. Okay, who has resistance
Both of us.
to poison.
Both of them.
Both of you. That's very good. Right, so, Mr. Dwarf Man, you take 23 points of damage, halved to 11,
Okay.
because you passed your save and then your resistance halves it. Vanguard, you failed, so you just take straight 23 points of acid
Oof, I
poison
say.
damage.
Mm.
Oof, I say. You actually feel some of the mechanisms and wood of your construction melting and slowing off of you as the creature's bile breath eats into you. Dragon is currently hovering in the middle of the room, staring down at you with malevolent eyes glinting. A fine meal the lot of you will make.
I don't think you can eat me. I'm made of metal.
Oh, but I think I'll try anyway. Jonah, your turn. He's going to look very bad. Jonah's gonna fucking run for it. He runs out the door, trying to get away from
Wow.
the creature. He's got like a hit point left. That's him. Vanguard, what would you like to do?
So as a first thing, I'm gonna use second wind to get some health back.
All right. That's
Yeah.
a bonus action, or just
Choose
Alright.
one of these. 6.
6 points of damage that you recover.
I'm still on the stairs, yeah, and is it flying?
You are still on the stairs. Relative. Yes, it is currently flying. It's 35 feet from the bottom of the floor. Relative to where you are standing on the stairs, it's probably more like 30 feet above you. Unless you go to the very tip top of the stairs, in which case it'll be about 25 feet above you.
So not high enough for me to jump on.
I don't know. Depends on what your athletic score is.
+7.
Sure. Let me have a look for you quickly. How high? You want to make a vertical straight
Running
jump, or you want
jump.
to do a running jump? Sure. Let me have a quick look, because there is actually a thing for standing jump and for running jump, if I remember correctly. If you give me 2 seconds, I'll pull it up. Because I'm assuming you want to try something stupid.
You
let
know
just
me
have a
so
look here
well.
quickly. Running jump needs 10 feet clearance. Oh my. High jump is going to be 3 plus strength modifier feet that you can cover vertically. So what's your strength mod?
Yeah,
20,
+5.
right? So it's plus 5. So you'll be able to go 8 feet up
That's not
vertically.
nearly enough. If something says, if hit with weapon attack, that means ranged or melee, yeah?
Yeah, as long as it's a weapon.
Alright, then I'm gonna
Crossbow or
take out
club.
my heavy crossbow and attempt to shoot her. It.
Shoot her!
Wait, how high is it?
35
Sorry,
feet off
I'm
the floor.
interjecting.
35 feet from the floor.
And you can
Not
jump how
that
much?
high.
8.
I was just wondering if I could, because my gust of wind is still technically going. If I could
Okay.
point it at him, if you would jump in the stream, on purpose fail the thing and get moved 15, would that reach it?
I'll tell you what. Let me pull up Gust of Wind quickly.
Yeah,
Evocation
sorry, I kind
second
of
level.
fucked up and forgot to say that everybody, both Vanguard and Barnaby, should have like taken the strength saving throw or be thrown 15 feet back. That's my bad.
It's all good. Okay, let's see. Strong wind. How much can we move with this bad boy? Any creature must move 2 feet for every 1 foot move when it comes here. Moves 15 feet in a direct line. I'll tell you what. Vanguard. If you hold your action, Vanguard, to the same turn as Giet, Giet can move his Gust of Wind upwards. So it points up in a vertical tube, I suppose you would call it,
Yep.
like a wind tunnel. And if you make a successful athletics check, you can angle yourself into it, kind of like reverse skydiving up.
Okay.
Okay, so you're going to hold your action for now, right?
Yes. Until like now, because it's now Git's turn.
Alright, yeah.
Okay.
So basically, I move over here, below it.
All right.
Point it upwards, like a fucking wind tunnel. That's my bonus action, because moving it is a bonus action. Then
Excellent.
Then I attempt to guiding bolt it. See if I
Sure.
can get that hits. Use my action for that. For once, I hit. It's an 18.
Nice.
That's 4d6 damage. Can I
That's
have
a
2
lot
more
of
dice?
damage.
Thanks, Hippo. Oh,
Oof.
18 points of damage.
Goddamn, that's a lot of points of damage.
And the next attack has advantage.
Okay, you guys see this bolt of almost inverted lightning streak up from Git's hammer up at the creature. Not brightening the room, but doing the opposite. Actually, like it's actively sucking the light out of the room and congealing up and slamming into the dragon with a crack, followed by the howling wind suddenly reversing and pushing up at the dragon. You see it actually steady itself, try and keep its flight, or hover, I suppose, going in the sudden blast of wind up at it.
I
Vanguard,
run
your
into
turn.
the gust of wind and jump.
And make an athletics check, please. See
Please,
if
my
you can
dice.
Take your 500 kilo
17.
ridiculosity. 17 is enough. All right, so you leap up,
And then I
at the
make an
creature.
attack with advantage.
Make an attack roll with advantage. Yes.
Yeah, that's a hit. That's like 23.
Okay, are you trying
No,
to
I'm gonna make
grapple
another
it, or
trip
what are you
attack.
trying to do?
So another,
Okay, that's a trip attack.
yeah,
You're
another
going for the
DC
wing,
15
basically.
strength save from it, please. And
Alright.
it's gonna take
Let's roll a
15
strength save.
damage from the smash.
6 plus 4 is 10, so that's a fail.
15.
And how much damage is that? 15. Ouchies.
And it's
Okay, first things first. The ground rapidly calls you back to its embrace.
Okay.
bro. As your 500 kilo form drops basically 40 feet up, down.
can I not try and angle myself onto the
What did you
dragon?
roll?
Oh,
Unfortunately not. That's what I was asking if you wanted to try a grapple attack to hold
I ain't
on
got time
to
to
it.
grapple.
Okay, so falling damage is it 10s if I remember
It's
correctly?
6, isn't it?
Falling damage. I
1d6
just want to
per
double
attack.
check so I don't murder you. Okay, so that's
after
first don't count. Alright, so that's 3d6 points of falling damage to you. So let's roll a couple of those quickly. Okay, so your half-ton bulk goes falling towards the ground and you impact your superhero landing basically, weapon still in one hand, both knees, fist on the ground like a complete boss. You take 7 points of damage, cracking the flagstones for about
Slightly
10
shorter
feet in either
because I
direction.
buried myself up to my knees.
Pretty much. The dragon, however, looks really bad because you just broke something in one of its wings and it actually plummets to the ground. Oh yeah, I need to roll falling damage to the dragon as well. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
So much damage. Dragon impacts, boom, kicking up sprays of acid, pockmarking your armor. And actually landing on top of Git. Git, make a reflex saving throw for me to try and avoid Dragon Comet landing on you. That'll do it.
Yeah.
You manage to like dive aside as the dragon actually impacts into the middle of the tower. One of its wings broken and spasming in pain. And the creature now just like spurting acid and poison from its maw in every direction, almost blindly in its rage. Okay, that was a interesting attack. Barnaby, it's a very wounded dragon prone on the middle of the floor there at the moment. And you've got your two mates, Git still on his feet. Vanguard, basically buried up to the knees there in the floor. What would you like to do?
Barnaby's gonna give a thumbs up to these two, like they did good, and then he's
Combo
gonna
attack.
jump off. the stairs and slice at the dragon.
Okay, so leap attack down at the dragon. Okay, roll the attacks. Advantage because the dragon is prone.
Uh, 15. 20, sorry.
20, that's a hit. Roll them damages for me.
$14.
Oh my god. The dragon, beaten, bruised, and very abused by these two, actually takes a massive chunk of damage as you bring your axe down on some of the weakened scales. The blows now telling on it, and you actually shatter some of them like fragile flagstones on its body. And you inflict a massive gash in its neck, and you see rich, dark black and red blood come spraying out onto the floor, and the creature roars. But its roars are weaker and weaker. It appears that it is close to death. Anything else you'd like to do, Barnaby?
That's all.
Okay. Dragon's turn. It's going to stagger to its feet drunkenly. Let me just roll to see if we recharge the breath weapon. Do. Come on, breath weapon. Okay. Damn it. Okay. Dragon does not breathe death at you. Glares at you, Barnaby, and lunges forward, trying to grab at you with its mouth and its claws, trying to end the life of these usurpers that have invaded its lair. Oof, that's a miss. That's a miss. Fuck me, dragon.
Wow.
That's a hit. Thank fuck, at least one of them rolled. Okay.
Yeah, I got the lowest. one.
Claws, and bites at you. Yeah, it rolled like 4 and a 4, and then an 18. It's like, Jesus Christ. Okay. All 3 attacks. But you fend off the creature's enormous knife-like talons with the fat of your blade, knocking them aside and pushing them down. However, you're so engaged with its actual claws that it lunges forward and actually takes your entire head inside of its jaws and bites down. You feel dagger-sized teeth cut into your neck, face, eyes, scalp. You take... let me just grab my dices here quickly. Oh god.
You take dead damage.
Yeah, that sounds pretty
okay.
messed up, dude.
Not quite. My god, I almost rolled way too many fucking dice. You take 37 points of damage. But you are raging, so that's half. So that would be 18. Taken?
Okay, still up.
Actually, no, it's less. I lie, because you also have poison resist. So,
Oh, yeah.
it's 12. Because half of it is poison damage. Take 12 points of damage as the creature now just has its entire jaw over your head, trying to just crush your dwarven skull with the last of its strength remaining. Jonah is going to peek inside, see what's going on there. See the dwarf's head inside the dragon. It's just like, yep, nope. Fucks off. He's like, nope. Vanguard, your turn.
Is it still prone? Or did it get up?
No. It's gotten up, but it's literally got Barnaby's head inside of its
Okay, I'm
claws
just
at the
gonna
moment.
make a big old smasher at it then.
Sure, go for it.
No, I'm not. I'm still buried in the floor.
You try and get up, but goddamn floor, man, that goddamn floor. Git! What would you like to do?
So how fucked up is it? It's pretty fucked up.
It looks pretty messed up. The rear leg is completely broken. One of the wings looks like it's shattered and probably won't be able to fly. Neck is covered in numerous cuts from the battle axe. Teeth are missing in his mouth from blows from the hammer. It looks like it's pretty fucking rank. Like, yeah, it's pretty messed up.
Okay. Since this is considered a large creature, it means I can hit it with a 10 feet area thing without hitting Barnaby or Vanguard, right?
You want to be Vanguard? No. Barnaby? No. So yes, you'd be able to just blast the dragon in this particular case.
Alright. I would like it for it to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh no.
So can you add one extra D8?
Does a 5... No, hold on. I lied. That's not a 5. Does a 8 pass?
Nope.
Damn it.
And actually, I didn't actually need those dice. I just realized because I nearly forgot. It instead takes maximum damage from 3d8 thunder damage.
So 8, 16, 24.
Yes. 20 points of damage as I take my hammer and bring it down. And as I bring it down, I just yell "Big Crump," and
Big
then
crump.
as it hits the ground, lightning leaps from it until at pretty much at the center of the dragon, it just explodes like massive force.
How would you like to do this?
Just how I explained it.
Okay, so you just slam your hammer down into the ground and you go, big crump. Like, almost under your breath, not even like a battle cry. And you guys just see a wave of force with a concussive boom of rolling thunder go rolling out as the dragon just fucking explodes. Something from the interior just ripping it apart with immense force. And you guys are standing in an empty tower, the floor covered in pools of acid, and bits of dragon scale, blood, and what you can only assume is its small intestines. Your orc companion having blasted it apart with the power of his faith.
Neat.
So, you are out of combat. What would you gentlemen?
I'm gonna get out of the dragon's mouth.
Yeah, you're actually still standing. The neck is still not attached to the dragon. Like the head is just attached to you like a helmet at this point, and you just kind of lever the jaws open and pull your head out of it.
Oh, so hard. How you doing? You
That was a big smash.
yeah. You looking good there, brother? Need any big limbs or anything?
All my limbs are here. Yes.
Alright, good. What about you, Vanguard? You need any part? No?
I'm a little bit melted, but mostly okay.
Alright.
Did anyone see where Jonas went?
I don't know. Oh well,
Maybe the dragon got him.
probably. Maybe him. I actually go to the dragon's head and try and just pull me a teeth. I want me a dragon tooth.
Dude,
Or
you're you're an orc.
Of course.
This shit is easy peasy.
Yeah.
And
I mean,
you remove numerous tusks and teeth over your career from your political opponents because orc, politics is very spirited. And yeah, you easily remove a couple of teeth from the dragon.
don't make me little sardines.
Okay. What about you, Vanguard and Barnaby? What do you lads do?
I'm just gonna go outside and look for Jonah.
And
You see a red robe flapping down the path, busy running away from you.
In my mind, I just want to use what knowledge I've gained whilst traveling to try and decide what the normal punishment for crimes of leading adventurers to their deaths and then raising them as zombie people would be.
Okay.
I don't know, I'm asking you.
Probably it would depend on the state. Either imprisonment or death, I guess?
Okay. Vanguard unhinges his crossbow.
Oh no.
Slowly walks after him.
Alright. Okay, so he starts walking down the path. What is Barnaby doing?
He's gonna try to cut off some of the scales to keep.
Okay. Make a survival check. Try and skin the beast.
Meanwhile, while he's skinning, I would like to go find the thingy-majiggy I
Three.
saw while I was talking to the fucker. It's right
Yeah,
down there.
you kind of have to like walk about, look for the treasure because your concussion was a rather explosive dismantlement, and there's coins scattered all across the floor, and one of the goblets is significantly more battered than it was before you guys engaged the dragon. But rolled into the one corner, you do find this globe. What did you roll, Barnaby?
3.
3. You don't so much skin anything as just kind of like take bits of dragon and like shovel them into your backpack. Probably not gonna be the best in the long term, but hey, maybe you can find somebody to work with it. With a little bit of city rat knowledge that you have of skinning things, being a good old city dwarf and not a hard working ranger.
Maybe.
Vanguard. You see him just around, about to appear through the brush, disappear around the
Can
brush.
I shout at him that it's done? The dragon is dead.
Okay, that's good now. Yes. Bye,
come here,
bye,
please.
Bye. No, it's fine.
I take a shot at him.
Wow. Roll your hits.
Oof. Yeah, that's bad. That's 6.
What's the total? 6. Crossbow skitters into the grass next to him. You hear him go.
That was a warning shot. I suggest you get on the ground.
No. He's gonna carry on.
I break into a sprint.
What's your movement speed?
30.
Okay. He looks back at you and sees you plodding mechanically and picking up speed, much like a locomotive approaching him. He goes, "Ha, so long, sucker!" And you see him whoop and disappear.
Well, darn.
You get to where he was standing and you're welcome to make a perception check, but you see
Yeah, I
no
want to
Jonah.
try and look around for like any red road people like hiding behind a lamppost or something.
Sure.
14.
You don't hear anything. Only, or see anything for that matter.
Go back to his temporary house and sit in a dark corner.
Sneaky breaky. Okay. Wait,
And-
Vanguard.
Sit in a dark
That's yours.
corner, completely immobile.
Okay. Right, Barnaby, anything else you would like to do?
I'm gonna search around the room for maybe some kind of magical item, something that looks kind of magical that was maybe in the dragon's hoard.
Well, you see Git standing with an orb that looks like a very weird round map. It's got delicate traceries that form golden whorls, almost like fingerprints inlaid into it. And you can see what appear to be minuscule, tiny grey clouds covering most of its surface.
Alright, you got any how work? You've been eating me and all day. Oh, so you don't know? Alright. How do you make it work?
No,
No. You don't know how it works.
no.
Oh.
We could bring it back to the person who asked us to stop this storm. Maybe he could find someone.
The innkeeper?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a mage. Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, you know what I
Mightiest
mean?
booze wizard.
I don't know. Maybe he could find someone. He knows a lot of people. He's an innkeeper.
I do whatever. What always do when they don't understand something. I give it a good shake.
You shake it a bit, and you actually see the liquids inside that form the bodies of water, like oceans and lakes and such, shift, and you feel the ground beneath you tremble a little bit,
Oh.
as if an earthquake nearby just occurred. And when you look closely, after you've shaken it, you see a nice indent of your thumb, where one of the mountain ranges used to be.
Hmm.
However, some of the clouds appear to have cleared up. You see about a third of the globe now doesn't have this grey covering anymore.
I give it like a little blow, like as if I'm trying to like dust it off, see if the rest of the clouds go away.
You guys hear the wind outside suddenly intensify for a moment. And the clouds rip open and sunshine shine down. As most of the rain clouds are blasted away by some kind of enormous wind.
You did it, kid.
Meantime, you guys inside just hear the rain stop and look up at the broken roof and just realize, that's a blue sky.
I attempt to process the amount of power I hold within my hands. Fail to do so. Neat.
Git.exe is stopped.
Do I recognize any of the like territories on this map? Specifically, like any of the territories that might have been my enemies?
Make a knowledge. What would that be? Geography? Check for me.
Whatever
Survival?
it is. It's 6. I rolled a 6 because -2 for intelligence.
I mean, you're pretty sure that some of those bits are where your enemies are.
Roll. No. Emulator. And so what kind of device was it completely again? Some kind of sphere?
It's basically, think about it like like those balls, like
Globe.
earth balls people have on their desks? Like a globe?
Oh, a globe. Does it have like the like a thing, like a handle thing, kind of like what it spins on, right?
It's literally just a circle, this particular one.
Oh, okay. So yeah, I was wondering if there was like any
being the
handle or
problem.
anything I could carry it on, where I am not crushing mountain ranges by holding
Well,
it.
that's... Yeah, I wanted to say that's kind of the problem. Unfortunately, none of you are smart enough to realize that this thing probably has a magical container of some sort to stop this kind of thing from happening. But that Arcana check was pretty low.
Oh well. Oh well.
Just carry it forever now in your hands, carefully outstretched.
As that's going on, Barnaby's just going to be gathering up all the like coins and treasure around, and then split it in threes.
Oof. Okay. I hope Barnaby has a fucking list ready.
Uh-oh.
Because Barnaby finds approximately 950 gold pieces,
Oof.
4 silver goblets, 1 half melted by acid and ding by an explosion set with some kind of precious stone, 2 scroll cases, both made of some kind of bone, a battle axe that is rather rusty and old looking, but that has a dwarven ruin on it, which you can read. And the ruin merely reads Hew. Hew. You guys also find what appears to be a suit of fine chainmail of elven make by the look of it, as well as what appears to be a crossbow made entirely of metal, like it was cast from a single piece.
Can that chainmail perhaps fit a dwarf? The elven chainmail.
You can definitely try.
Oh god. How stupid do I want to play here?
Incredibly.
It's up to you.
Okay.
Incredible.
So the globe has like water in it, right? Like puddles and stuff.
Yeah, you can see like representations of the oceans and Great Lakes and so on.
I want to
I
taste
knew
the
he was
water.
gonna do it!
Yeah, you stick your tongue out, but you can't actually feel any liquid. It's as if there's a fine, visible covering stopping the liquid from also falling off the device.
Disappointing. Can I try and like suck it out?
Barnaby, you turn from filling up your bags of literal loot to look at the orb standing there with a colorful, obviously magical globe going.
Git, be careful with that. If you accidentally kill anyone, you won't be able to crump them later.
Wait, why?
Because they'd be dead.
Oh, I mean, get the being dead part. I mean, why would they be dead?
When you blew on it, the winds changed. It seems to be some kind of device that affects the terrain.
Oh, okay. So, yeah, but I mean, there's gotta be a lot of people around here,
He
though.
says as he pulls a tiny fishing boat out from his teeth.
Oh, well, I'll be careful with it. So,
You have to carry it very carefully, because I do not see a container around for it.
Oh well. Should I just put it in my bag?
Let's see what happens.
Alright. I take one of the bags I have, like, empty it of, like, whatever stuff I have, and just put the glove in the bag.
Yeah, you feel for a moment like the ground tilt under your feet when you do it, but it's just your imagining.
Is it dark out now?
It is not dark out, no.
Oh well.
Okay. While this is going on, Vanguard, you're sitting in the corner of the home of the mage, when you see a form appear in the doorway, sniggering to itself. Stupid automaton. My zombie is smarter than it is. Let's grab a few things, pack our tea, and we'll be off.
As soon
What
as
would
he
you like to do?
is fully in the room and turns his back to me, I just leap on him.
Okay, he's coming in here. Are you just going to charge across the room?
Yeah, fuck it.
Or what are you doing? Okay, so you just burst into the room like the Kool-Aid man from your immobile state. Let's see if you notice. Ward. Nope, he's completely surprised. What would you like
Just
to do?
sit on him.
Make an attack roll to try and grapple him.
Oh god, 10?
That's a miss.
Can I give Vanguard my inspiration die?
Unfortunately not. Okay, you grab at him, but he takes that exact moment to like bend over, to like pick up something to put in his robe pockets, and you actually miss him. He sees you and like, "Ah! Holy shit!" Looks at you and then whoop, disappears again. That's the last second level slot. What would you like to do,
curses.
Vanguard?
I try and listen out for any magical popping noises.
You hear footsteps splashing in the puddles.
I break into a sprint after them. Dash speed.
1, 2, 3. A dash speed. Alright, that'll be enough to bring you almost level with him. What would you
Please
like to
stop.
do? No, I've seen what your people do to people. You brutalized my property and the dragon.
I
He
keep
carries
up
on
with
running.
him. Sir, please stop.
Only if you promise not to hurt me.
Sir, please stop. I just follow him until he collapses.
Make an attack roll for me to try. and
No, I'm
grab
just
hold
running
of him.
alongside him
Okay, so this Benny Hill is going
until
on out here.
until he collapses.
Okay, what are you two doing in the interior of the tower while that's going?
Well, I have my globe bag, and I just look around. So you took everything important?
I got them in these 3 bags here. We should try to find the robot.
Alright, yeah, make him carry him, because he can't get tired and all day. I'll start dragging one of them, and also this globe bag. I don't even
Okay.
know what a globe is. The concept is
grab-
completely foreign to me.
You grab your glow bag and your loot bags. You two make your way outside the tower, getting ready for the long, slightly less wet journey back to the town of Vandalen. Taking a page from Humans Vanguard and their subsistence hunting. You guys go outside and Vanguard is just gone. Like, just not there. Vanguard, you spend a good 10 minutes chasing this surprisingly spry wizard until he eventually collapses, breathing hard, looking up at you. Fine, take me in. He says.
Oh gosh, just crush his head.
I don't know.
That's not a very Vanguard thing to do. I pick him up. I just sling him over my shoulder.
Oh, good. Oh, I thought you were gonna kill me.
No, I'll leave that for the judges to decide.
Oh. That's good. Okay, what are you guys doing? Are you waiting for Vanguard, or are you gonna start back to Vandalen?
Are there any like muddy tracks we could follow to try to find Vanguard? Since it was like downpour.
Unfortunately, very hard to track. It's been raining continuously for days. It is literally like a couple of feet of water in some places that you guys are splashing through. You can't really track in what is essentially a giant river at this point.
Well, we should start by walking down this road, and then, I don't know, yelling for Vanguard, and if it doesn't, say anything, just go.
Sounds good to me.
Okay.
Yeah.
You guys start making a leisurely path back to Vandalen. Not taking it too hard, waiting to see if Vanguard will catch up with you. And almost at the edge of the city, you guys hear the splash, 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 splash feet, like metronome.
I'm
coming
just
up.
listing off potential crimes. Unlicensed
And you
necromancy,
guys just hear this.
squatting.
You guys just hear like a litany of crimes being listed behind you as he comes carrying the mage over one shoulder. Towards you.
Indecent exposure.
Hey, what's up? Vanguard?
I have captured the evil
you
doer.
doing? Alright.
Does anybody have any binding equipment?
I got some
No.
rope.
If you would be so kind
Oh, yeah,
as
rope.
to tie him up and gag him.
I'm gonna tie him up.
Please, that's not needed.
As he's saying that, I'm gonna gag him.
Okay, so you guys tie up the wizard and carry
Yeah, I
him
just sling him
back?
over my shoulder, like he's over one shoulder, some bags of loot that the others are too lazy to carry over the other. And if I can carry him, all
Okay.
3 bags of loot.
Excellent.
Yeah, you can easily carry the loot bags.
Oh,
Alright.
I want to carry my own damn weight. I can carry a lot of weight as well, I'll have you know.
Yeah, I'll carry
Okay.
one of the loot bags.
I don't.
Okay, loot
Is
bag on
there-
each of you. Wizard over the shoulder.
Is there actually possible to tell how much you can carry in
Yes.
Beyond?
Yes. Well, it's 15 times your strength score as your carry weight.
Oh, okay. My carrying capacity is 540 lb. Whatever that is.
Pounds.
Mine is 600. Yeah. Although I can double that if I'm lifting.
So, lady, that's
things.
244 kilograms.
Yeah, I can also carry
I
a
can-
lot of weight. I'm
Yeah, you're
only-
all
I
like
can push,
strength
drag, or
boys.
lift 1,200 pounds.
I can push, drag, lift 1080.
Nice.
I do not know how to check
It's
that.
equipment and then weight carried, and click that and it'll bring up it.
Okay. So, you guys make your way back to Dalen. Marching along the roads that are now muddy, watery, but otherwise clear.
Along
Let
the
me
way, I wish
see.
to be filled in about the the weather globe.
Yeah, I'll just a wolf on this globe is in this bag. Blue on it, and all of the stuff went away.
Occasionally, as you guys are walking and going downhill, feels like the terrain sometimes tilts a little bit. Other times, you feel a far off rumble, but overall, it's a very uneventful journey. And by a few days' travel, you guys make your way to the edge of the town of Fandalen, where you can see people hard at work, busy building ditches and trenches to try and redirect some of the water that is pooled, and trying to clear out farms to try and get their crops growing again. You can see the very tattered remainder of the town's guard out on patrol, and quite a number of people coming and going from the Stonehill Inn. What would you gents like to do?
Well, probably towards the innkeep get our rewards and see maybe what to do with all this. With this globe doohickey. You might be interested in it because it caused out all that rain. What do you think?
It probably needs to go to a arcane institute that is good and not bad. I don't think there is one of those in
Look at this.
Fandalen.
You hear over your shoulder.
Shush! Crime doer.
Crime. Okay. So I take it you make your way to the Stonehill Inn then?
Mhm.
Okay. You make your way to the center of town, where you see the Stonehill Inn has its doors open, people coming and going, and you see the short, slightly rotund, friendly-looking Toblin Stonehill, the de facto mayor of Fandalen, busy speaking to some people. They're all lined up neatly inside the bar, and it looks like he's actually still doing fairly brisk business. His wife serving people waiting to speak to the mayor. It actually being a pretty ingenious system, rather than taking the mayor's home or offices. He's just working from his inn, and hey, we can charge people for beer while they wait to speak to the mayor. It's a pretty good idea. And when he spots you come in the door, all of you looking fairly tattered, armor splattered in pockmarks, a person over one shoulder, Vanguard, and the Vanguard is like, "Oh, well, it looks like our heroes have returned victorious. I can see the rains have stopped. Come in, come in, come in, come on, you lot, get away from here!" And starts shooing people that have been waiting to speak to him away. Come, 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 sit down, and Who's your friend?
This is a wizard man of bad.
Oh, well, I think we have a jail.
I begin listing his crimes.
Hold that thought. Helia, go find one of those guard lads and tell them we've got one for the prison. Never I got to do that before. And you see a short, plump woman wearing a waitress's skirt bustle outside to go look for one of the guards. So, what happened? Was he the one who caused the weather?
He was in league with a dragon.
What? All right. We should organize a militia. Defend ourselves in case the beast attacks. Yes.
No, it's dead. We killed it. It's a bitty tiny one.
He was quite young.
He will age no more.
You killed a dragon.
Yeah.
Produce.
I don't mean to sound skeptical, but do you have any proof?
Well, I got some toofies and the other guy got some skills, and it
Show
shows
some bloodied skills.
All right. So you just do you show him your scales, Barnaby?
Yep.
All right. So you open up your bag, and inside is still like chunks of meat. Many of them still with scales attached, and well, I didn't really expect you to fight a dragon. Kind of feel like a right twit now. I suppose you'll be wanting your reward then.
Yeah. Also, we found the thing that causes all them rain and stuff. But it needs to go to Bearhead's mine. Do you know of any good magic people's place?
I don't know about any magic people myself, but the Harpers sometimes pass through here. We could lock it in the strong box until one of them passes by, or if you want, you can escort it to Neverwinter and to the Mages Guild. See if one of them would be willing to study it or take the device in. I'm honestly not really sure. What do you do with a weather control magic device? I'm an innkeeper, so I don't actually.
You control the weather with it.
Well, yes, I'd imagine. I wouldn't know where to begin. I'll be quite honest with you, this marrying is already more than I really signed up to do, so, maybe we should leave the weather to the gods.
Yeah. Oh, of course. But yeah. That's about it. I think there's nothing else to report.
All right. So what do we? So, what is this device? Should we lock it up, or are you going to keep it with you, or?
I think unless Barnaby and Vanguard have anything else to do with, maybe we should go and take it, someplace, who will, keep it safe and all that stuff. Kind of take it to ourselves, keep it in good guard, under good guard.
You could probably drop it off at the temple to Mistra.
What we're staying.
Mistra, goddess of magic, weaver of magic.
Oh, yeah. But where's that? Where's the temple?
I don't know if there's one in these parts, to be quite honest with you. Most people around here tend to worship the gods of the field, nature. Look after a man while he's out doing fireman-related things. Well, there's obviously Neverwinter. Feeling adventurous, there's Luskan. But if I had to put my money down, it would probably be... Neverwinter would probably be where you find what you're looking for. It's a variety of temples there, and there's also the Starcloaks. They study magic. Heard they have trick with all sorts of artifacts and such.
Alright. Well, probably, So, what do you guys think? Head for Neverwinter?
Or we can lock it up here if you want to get rid of it. If one of the Harpers passes through, I can give it to one of them. They come through here fairly frequently.
Taking it to some neutral magic men sounds like a good idea.
Well, I don't know
I
if they'd be
agree.
neutral, but they do know magic. And if it's as powerful as you say, well, I don't know if I'd want to hold on to it if I were you. It's liable to draw all sorts of the wrong folk looking for it. But then again, you don't just want to go handing it off to any old person. You never know what might happen. I mean, my goodness, if it controls the weather, can you imagine what would happen if the wrong hands got a hold of it?
Maybe we should just smash it.
Aye, it's an option.
But will it
Probably.
destroy anything if we smash it?
It's probably worth a fair bit. Might make some coin from it. On the other hand, it might be worth just destroying the damn thing.
Oh,
What will happen to the terrain, though, if we smash it?
Do I look like a wizard to you? I'm a binkeep. I don't know.
It was a rhetorical question.
Oh, my apologies.
so what we should do? Smash. I leave it here for Harper's or take it ourselves. My votes. We should probably go take it ourselves.
Probably for the best. The less people we tell about
Aye.
it, the better.
Oh yeah, that might be a good idea.
Right. Well, when do you plan to leave?
As soon as this bad magic man is dealt with.
Yeah.
As you say that, you see a guard walk into the room. He's like, "So what do I hear about us having a prisoner?" And he like looks at you and then looks up at the guy on your shoulder.
I
take
unsling
it that's
him
him.
unceremoniously onto the floor,
Thump.
and then begin listing his crimes again.
Okay, I tell you what. We'll hold him for trial, and then once that's done, well, you'll receive the results of the trial, and then if he's guilty of all these things you say, well, I don't think he'll see the sun for quite some time. It's going to be a burden on the taxpayers for some time to
Do
come.
not untie his arms. Do not ungag him, for he is of magic.
Might make things a little tricky. We're not really built to hold prisoners of the magical kind. We mostly have a drunk tank in case people get a little bit unruly in one cell, not being a very large town. I suppose we can try and keep him tied up until we can get him to a larger city. I mean, yeah, I suppose we can do that. Oh, okay, we'll see about transporting him to one of the larger. Thank you, my friend. And he frog marches the wizard out of the room. We're still going to the gag. All right, so if you come with me to the back room, I'll quickly get a payment, and then I guess you probably want to get started for Neverwinter. You don't want to leave this thing lying around, do you?
Nope.
All right. He takes you to the rear room and opens a strongbox and starts counting out coins. All right, so what was that? 100 gold pieces each, yes?
200 each.
Of course. My apologies. A lot on my mind. You see him start counting out the gold for you, for pushing it towards you in 3 neat stacks of coins.
Nice.
I push my stack back.
We're supposed to take this
You
one.
need it to
Vanguard.
rebuild the town.
Oh, well, that's mighty generous of you.
Also, I got a hecking
Thank you.
payday for killing a dragon.
Well, I
Payday?
imagine.
Payday?
I was wondering what was in those
I
bags.
jingle it.
Okay, no. Well, now, it looks like you are men of means. Going to retire and give up this life? Buy yourself a manor in Neverwinter?
No.
Oh. Well, far be it from me to tell you what to do. You want to start out, or you want to give the roads a few days to clear up before you head out?
Yeah, I would rather head pretty much straight. Don't know who might want or such a thing. Don't want to diddle dally. Don't want to get, stabbed in the back while we're sleeping.
Do not worry. I do not sleep.
Well,
We
you
should-
get my point. We should probably start heading off so, this here little town won't get no more trouble.
Well, I'll tell you what, even if you do leave, we're mightily indebted to you. And even if you do come this way, once we've had a few years to rebuild, things will be quite a lot different, let me tell you.
That's good.
So, you sitting out in the morning then?
Yeah.
Barnaby, will you be depleting my ale stores for one more evening?
Aye.
All right. Well then, I'll tell you what. I'll have the last start a bigger fire, put something on the spit. You can settle in with some ales. And then tomorrow morning, bright and early, we'll give you a early farewell. Get you on the before too many people as you're back. That sound good to you?
Yeah.
All right. And with that, you guys have a relaxing day of recuperation. Barnaby and Git, I'm assuming, making a fairly significant dent into the ale stores of the inn. And Vanguard, I'm assuming...
repairing the
Vanguard.
pitted acid marks in his armor.
All right. You actually chip bits and pieces off the table to get pieces of wood back in to replace the missing parts until somebody actually brings you a chunk of wood from outside, so you would stop damaging the
And then I
furnishings.
go buy a little pot of varnish and varnish myself.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
I just use mending to mend all the pock marks on my robes. The armor I don't really care about, as long as there are 2 big holes in it.
Okay.
It's already like a
Barnaby's-
ramshackle as it is.
Barnaby would like to ask the innkeeper if there is a forge and anvil he can use, because he is proficient with smith tools.
Well, I don't know if there's the kind of tools you're looking for. We got a farrier in town, shoeing our horses. Not so much into forging weapons, mostly for sharpening plows and shears, and shoeing our horses and mules and such. You're welcome to go check it out. Not sure if it's got what you're looking for.
Well, if we're
Right.
going to be heading to Neverwinter, surely they got something you can use.
Or if
That's
you're
true.
looking to forge or purchase arms and armor, Neverwinter is probably the largest city in the north. Hell, it's called the Jewel of the North. Went there in my youth. It's a magnificent place. People from all folks, sizes, races come there. And it's a mighty fine city and got temples to all the gods. More brothels than you can shake a fist at. You see his wife glare at him from behind him as he says that. And a mighty fine selection of store stocking goods of any kind that you could imagine. Hell, if it wasn't for my hip, I'd travel there more often myself.
Cast mending on his hip.
Oh, that's not how it works.
Me not that kind of orc.
We got that kind of work.
All right. Okay. Is there any downtime activity gentlemen would like to engage in?
Nope.
Before you went for your trip to
Nothing
Neverwinter?
except
Nope.
repairing pot marks and helping out a bit.
Okay.
Yeah, attempting to fix weapons. And Barnaby would like to check the general store to see if their cellar cleared up so he can buy some fine cheeses.
The cellar is still underwater, unfortunately. Because the rains literally only stopped a few days before, and everything was just completely dated. But there are a selection of cheeses that look like they've been somewhat bedraggled that are now hanging from hooks on the ceiling, vainly trying to dry them out.
Oh, If you're gonna do something, I would like for her just to be able to get like a small wooden crate for the globe and just fill it with hay and make like a nice little place for it, like a cushioned place.
Yeah,
for it.
you can easily get a wooden crate out from the storage room by the innkeeper and stuff the orb in there.
With a nice bit
As you
of
put it
hay.
inside, you feel a few more rumbles before it subsides when you go of it. Okay. Barnaby, do you wish to purchase any bedraggled fine cheeses?
Yes. Just one.
All right.
We have
Like,
such restraint.
Piece.
Such a straight. Yeah, it cost you a silver piece, but you get yourself a nice wheel of cheese. Slightly discounted, second hand, but still looks pretty good.
And he'll
All
give a
things
piece to his
considered.
mouse.
Alrighty. Your mouse is extremely
Sweet
happy
gums.
that somebody's remembered that he exists, and he eats his cheese quite happily.
Oh, and I also mark them with exquisite for orcish writing in common that says moldy potatoes on it.
Okay. I mean, moldy is spelled incorrectly. It's got like 3 or 4 letters spelled incorrectly. And potatoes is just it's harm you do to the common tongue. But people get the idea that it contains moldy potatoes.
Yes.
All
Attempting
right.
some sneak.
Some sneaky breaky.
Moldy potatoes.
Okay, so we'll stop here for the evening, and then next week, if you guys have any more downtime activities that you want to do, let me know. We can do those. But then, you guys will set out for the city of Neverwinter.
Sounds
So,
good.
thoughts, ideas, suggestions? Anything you liked? Anything you disliked?
Dragons hurt.
That was pretty good.
Yeah, that dragon was tough.
I'm sad
Dragon's
the dragon rolled so badly. Oh, I rolled so many misses. I was extremely sad.
Don't worry, I also rolled quite a lot of misses.
Although you guys were really lucky, he failed the save against Earthbind two rounds in a row.
Yeah.
He's
That,
got 18 armor class. Holy crap.
Yeah, man. You guys are actually lucky because the book for that encounter recommends, because it's a challenge rating 8 fight, and they actually say, like, you scroll to the relevant section. I'll actually read it to you guys just for you, to give you an idea of how badass you guys actually were. Scroll, back to the dragon. Here we go. Dragon. So, the Dragon's Tower. They say, awarding experience for fighting the dragon. Divide 2,000 XP equally amongst characters if the party drives away Venom Fang. Right? Because what's supposed to happen is he gets to half HP and then flees his lair. But you fuckers managed to actually pull him out of the air back into the fight. And given their level, the characters aren't likely to slay the dragon. But it is worth 3,900 XP. So guess what? You guys also gain a whole
Yay.
level out of it.
Oh, hell yeah.
Because they were like, yeah, that's not going to happen. Who would like to spend some time trying to identify your magical items that you guys found?
No,
Yes, I
I'm
will.
currently like obsessed with keeping the globe safe.
All right. Remember, anybody can identify what an item does if you
So-
spend your rest
So what
attuning
items did
to
we
it.
get? We got
Axe.
an axe.
An axe with a ruin on it that reads
Oh yeah,
you.
then Barnaby can have
Got
that.
I'll
chainmail.
definitely. Yeah, I'll definitely do that one.
Barnaby can have the chainmail as
Alright.
well.
Okay.
And a crossbow, yeah.
And the other thing was
I'll
a
have that.
metal crossbow, yes.
Sounds good.
Anything for Git? Nothing for Git?
Does
Wow.
Git need anything?
Nothing really good. Can I spend that time trying to tuning with the orb? With the globe, I mean?
Unfortunately, no. The orb does not need attunement.
But can I
You're gonna-
spend like
Actually, wait, you're a cleric, aren't you?
Yeah.
You're level 4.
Well, level 5 now.
Well, tell you
level 5
what.
if I level up?
Yeah, no, what I mean currently.
Yep.
Hold up, I need to check something on your character sheet quickly. Give me 2 seconds.
What do you need?
I'm checking. Give me a second.
Okay.
I'm using that cool D&D Beyond thing to like look at your stuff.
Extra attack.
It's sneaky breaky, lady.
Oh yeah, extra
Gotta
attack.
roll
dude.
mud hit dice.
Yeah, you guys can do that so long. What?
I rolled
It's gonna
8.
manage levels.
Yeah.
So
Tell you what, lady.
what?
Hmm? Roll a D100 for
D100. I don't have a D100.
Oh, roll 2d10s, one for 10 and one for 100.
Alright, I'll just. Left one's the 100.
Hmm.
It is a.
64.
Yeah, 64.
64. Ah, that actually works. That-
52 hit points, 2 attacks. 4 if I action search.
Roll a d20 for me quickly, lady, and add your religion bonus for me. If any.
Alright. 10.
Do you not have any bonus?
Well, he said bonus, so technically, if I just add it straight up, that's minus.
How are you a cleric?
That's an 8. I don't understand religion. You think I actually spent time doing religious stuff? I'm a fucking orc. All I know is the big one.
He's a cleric of Smash.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you're trying to tune to the thing, but dimly in the back of your mind, you think, should have paid more attention to the religious studies, goddammit.
What religious study?
But then you're like, wait, I could just smash. And then you're like, yay. Yeah, no, unfortunately, you don't divine any more knowledge of the orb, unfortunately. It appears to be a little bit above your pay grade, so to speak. Maybe somebody else who's more versed in orcish magic might know a bit more, but you yourself is, unfortunately, a bit beyond
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, it's fine.
Crossbow, crossbow. Chainmail, chainmail, chainmail.
Crossbow.
Great axe.
Okay, start with the
Yay.
axe. The axe has a rune in it in Dwarfish that reads "You." It is a battle axe that deals maximum damage when the wielder hits a plant creature or an object made of wood. When you hold your thumb to the rune on the battle axe, the one that reads "You," you get almost like a mental imprint of the creator of the axe. And it was a dwarf smith who feuded with dryads of a forest where he cut firewood. And he made this axe to murder them.
Are battle axes two-handed or one-handed?
2, I think.
Aren't they versatile weapons?
No, I
Hold
think
on.
they're two-handed.
Double check in a second.
Oh no,
for
they
you.
are versatile.
Okay.
Yeah, so if you use it, you can either use it one-handed or two-handed. Two-handed is higher damage. One-handed can be used with a shield, but
Oh
it's
yeah,
lower
1d10 versatile.
Mhm.
Is that
And how would I add that to Beyond?
make custom? I think you make custom item. If that does 1d10 damage, is that good? Is that like an improvement for you, or would that be better for Git?
It would be good if we're fighting plants, because it's just. I mean, I could get it if you want.
If it's better than Git's weapon, I don't know what Git has.
I have a Warhammer.
I think that's also about the same, yeah, 1d10 versatile.
It's martial versatile, 1d8 and
Yeah,
1d10.
so, okay, it's the same.
Yeah, you can have it then.
Does Git want to give up his hammer though? Okay, Barnaby gets it then. Barnaby is
Barnaby
just
will
covered
keep
in axes.
Shit about some fucking dwarf's fucking goddamn dryad cutting axe. This is my rusted ass warhammer that I also use as a like walking stick. It would be rather awkward to try and use a battle axe as a walking stick.
It's true that. Okay. the chainmail do next. Pull up the magic items over here quickly. Who wants the chainmail?
Barnaby.
Yeah,
He's the
Barnaby
only one
is the
with that
squish
armor.
man.
Is he really though? I mean, Barnaby's like tanked everything.
It's only
with his
because
fucking
it's only
face so
because of the
far.
resistances.
He can take a lot of damage, but he does not avoid the damage.
He's a very tanky boy. Let me just quickly
What
pull up
armor
the
does
stats
Git
for
have?
Splint mail, or was it? Yeah, it's
AC
splint.
of that being. Okay, that's
17.
respectable. And I
That
can't
is
have it because I
respectable.
don't wear armor.
That's true. Do. Just pulling up the stuff because I forgot to bookmark the page because I'm an idiot. I printed every single stat except for the damn armor because I am smart. Okay, so this chainmail gives you +2 bonus to your AC over and above normal chainmail. And if an effect moves you against your will along the ground, you can use your reaction to reduce the distance moved by up to 10 feet.
Wow. Is that a medium or
Heavy.
heavy armor?
A
Oh,
chainmail,
yeah.
I think, is heavy, isn't it?
I can't wear it then.
Looks like Git gets new armor then. So that's
Yep.
so chainmail has an AC of 16, so that's 18 with this enchantment, yeah.
That's right.
Alright, I mean, that's better, I suppose.
So one more. And like I say, if you get moved against your will, so shoved, or Eldritch Blasted, or Gusted of Winded, or anything like that, you can reduce the distance by 10 feet.
And I'm for.
I recommend just making a little note.
Does it have a name?
It's unfortunately off a random loot table.
I'll copy and paste it
Okay.
at some point.
Well, if it's off a random what kind of root table? I was wondering if it might be.
can
Later,
try and
you
copy
could probably
it.
just make like look for like chainmail +2 and then edit it to add that to the description.
There you go. Try and copy and paste that image. I don't know. Or something like that. Make a link to it, maybe.
Mm. I was just wondering if it had a name or if it might have been from the DMG. Because
Let me look in the DMG for you quickly.
I was wondering if it is from the DMG, it might have a name, and it
The
might
closest
be.
thing to it in the DMG is the Dwarven Plate.
Hmm.
That is the closest thing to it in the DMG. Wow, Dwarven Plate is even better. It's plate mail with +2 AC. God damn. That's pretty good.
Oh yeah, I see it. It's basically that, but yeah, it's
But
on a
chain.
plate.
Mm-hmm. Okay. The last one was the crossbow. It's a regular heavy crossbow. All respects. But if you fight goblins, you have advantage on attack rolls versus them and deal a extra 1d6 damage.
Dirty goblins.
It is a Goblin Slayer heavy crossbow.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, I just edit it. You can customize your stuff you already got, so I've just added that to the notes for my heavy crossbow.
Oh yeah, I should probably also try and do that.
And yeah, there's like for weapons and stuff, there's like a to hit override stuff like that. So let's have a look if you can do it with armor. Oh, I don't have any armor equipped, so I can't do it.
Chainmail and
Oh yeah, what about those scrolls? Do we know anything about them?
The scrolls you will need a mage to identify for you.
Okay.
Because none of you, unfortunately, have the expertise to utilize.
We're heading to a big old mage place, so
Yeah,
I'll
you're
find
heading to
someone there.
Neverwinter. Let's see, can we edit this mail? Oh yeah, there's a name and notes lady that you can add to the chainmail.
If it's anything like the weapons, so if I press customize on weapons, it's got like you can override the hit bonus and stuff
Drop
like
down
that,
box.
and the damage bonus.
oh yeah, I can just find chainmail +2 and
Yeah.
then just add that as a note.
Just do
Add
that.
item, because that means all of the calculations will then work.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you've got 2 tubes of scrolls that you guys can get somebody to identify you, and quite a few gold pieces, and of course the silver goblets with the precious jewels. One of them dinged and melted. Anything else, gentlemen? Mentalgen?
Nope.
Nope.
Everybody happy?
Yep.
Everybody enjoy the session? Anything you guys want more of? Anything you want less of?
Seems good to me. I like it.
I like it.
I like it.
But seriously though, anything else, Dylan? Because I don't hear much of you during the week, so anything you want more of or less of?
No, everything's been good so far.
It's been fun. You enjoying the campaign?
Yeah.
Too
I've been
derpy?
playing a
Not
lot
too
of. No, it's good. It's good. I've been playing a lot of Path of Exiles recently because the new expansion came out. So
I've been deeply submerged in Monster Hunter World.
How you
It's
liking
so
it?
good.
How
It's
many
been
hours are
great.
you on, Griff?
And tomorrow a
Well,
new
you
monster
say
comes
tomorrow
out.
in like, a couple of hours.
Shush,
Couple of hours.
tomorrow.
Comes out today for me, so fuck you.
180 hours so far.
Where
in.
am I?
I'd like to get it, but it's a little too
172.
expensive for me. Right.
Yeah, no, I've been thoroughly enjoying it. I mean, it's a pretty simple game, really. Like, it's got a lot of complex systems, but the core gameplay loop is pretty much murder monsters, make stuff to murder more monsters.